Roll out the red carpet and get out your acceptance speech because we have your Backstage Pass to Hollywood. Backstage Pass starts now.
In 5,
4,
3.
2.
Yeah, you're like,
Are you ready?
okay, natural pause. Hey everyone, and welcome back to Backstage Pass, where we give you the scoop on all things entertainment. I'm Eric Valenti.
And I'm Hannah Belkowski. It's February, and well, that means it's our Valentine's Day episode. I love love, but I also love all the content we're covering in this episode.
Yes, it's true, love is all over the LaSalle campus and flooding through the studio. But before we get into all the love, let's cover some important entertainment news. Over here. Well, I guess it's also sort of sports news. Sorry, Sports Talk Philly, we're covering this one. Tom Brady is officially retiring from playing football. Brady had been the quarterback for the New England Patriots since 2000 and more recently played for the Buccaneers. Brady discussed his retirement in an Instagram video and referred to his long football career as a thrilling ride. While many have heavy hearts about Brady's departure, others are also wishing him the best, offering him advice, and even his ex-wife Giselle is wishing him wonderful things in the next chapter of his life. I didn't know you could retire twice, but I'm sure Brady's family is happy to have him home and can't wait to spend time with him.
TikTok star and transgender rights activist Dylan Mulvaney recently posted a face reveal video after having facial feminization surgery. The reveal video shows Dylan in a Swan Lake-inspired outfit and in a retro old Hollywood glam look. Needless to say, she looked beautiful before the surgery, but now seems even more confident in herself, so I'm really happy for her.
Y'all hear about Doja Cat and Britney Spears? Both shaved their heads, but Doja Cat finds the comparison to be disrespectful. The internet was up to it again, comparing these two artists, and Doja Cat believes that comparing the two minimizes all that Spears has faced. Doja's reasoning for shaving her eyebrows and head were for creative expression. Talk about owning your baldness. Need some more celeb news? How about celeb babies? If you haven't heard, ex-Nickelodeon star Keke Palmer is in fact pregnant. She announced her pregnancy officially on SNL after the countless rumors surrounding her change in appearance. Palmer told her story of finding out, and it's kind of funny. Her boyfriend Darius Jackson was somewhat in disbelief when Palmer thought she was pregnant and had the actress take 10 tests, all of which had a positive result. Palmer has been smiling throughout her pregnancy, and we hope she loves motherhood just as much.
I'm so excited for Keke, but she's not the only one expecting. Singer and TikTok sensation Meghan Trainor is expecting her second child with husband Daryl Sabara. These two have the cutest little boy named Riley, and I can't wait to see the cuteness that will be their next kid. But that's not all. Swedish YouTube star PewDiePie and his wife Marzia are expecting their first child. The two have been together for over 10 years, so this is pretty exciting.
Can we talk about the massive love that Pedro Pascal is getting? The Last of Us star is being super sought after on the internet. Pascal adores all the love he receives, admitting that he actually looks at fan accounts of himself and even thirst video fans make, which he usually watches when he's feeling sad. Pascal also hosted SNL and performed a skit poking fun at his fans' obsessions.
Ellen DeGeneres was surprised by her wife Portia de Rossi at Portia's 50th birthday bash. De Rossi arranged for the two to have their vows renewed 15 years after their wedding in 2008. It was a sweet gesture, but I have to say it's kind of funny because Kris Jenner officiated the ceremony. But the ceremony was attended by a lot of people, and Brandi Carlile even sang for the two. Ellen and Portia are cute together, but there are so many celebrity couples that I personally love. The first couple I want to talk about is Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds. Blake and Ryan are one of Hollywood's best power couples. From their hilarious roast of each other on social media to their cute moments on the red carpet, these two just melt my heart. And just look at the way he looks at her. Ugh, I love it. This next couple is Emily Blunt and John Krasinski. They are so cute together in their interviews, and they even co-starred on Krasinski's film, A Quiet Place. In a recent interview, Krasinski had this to say about his wife. "I'm living a lottery ticket life. My wife is my hero in every single way." Love is not dead, guys. Get you a man like this. This next pair are hilarious together, Dax Shepard and Kristen Bell. They never fail to make me laugh, and they both show that what love really looks like. Kristen has supported Dax through it all and even after he relapsed. They also show that no relationship is perfect as they opened up about couples therapy. The final couple is Katy Perry and Orlando Bloom. Now, this couple has been through it all: scandals, breakups, marriage postponings. But they have been happily engaged for 3 years and even have a beautiful daughter named Daisy Dove Bloom. How cute is that? Did you know Katy Perry has never won any Grammys? I was shocked by this, but every year the Grammys shock me. And, well, the 2023 Grammys were actually held this past Sunday, and we have all the details.
The Grammys showed the love with all their awards, and it seems like fans aren't revolting for once. But it's early, let's give them time. But here's some of the winter recaps worth mentioning. Album of the Year went to Harry Styles for Harry's House. Rightfully so. I mean, people were losing their minds when we got this album. Best New Artist was Samara Joy, no comment. Record of the Year went out to our girl Lizzo for About Damn Time. You already know how happy I am about that. Song of the Year went to Bonnie Wright for Just Like That, no thoughts. Best Pop Duo went to Kim Petras and Sam Smith for Unholy. Good for them. Kim Petras is a little controversial, and people always say something mean about Sam Smith. I'm happy for Sam. Best Music Video went to Taylor Swift for All Too Well. I can't believe the judges actually watched all 10 minutes. Hannah, what are your thoughts on the Grammys? Any winners you're happy for?
Well, one of my favorite artists, Adele, won the Grammy for Best Pop Solo Performance for her song Easy on Me. This gives Adele her 16th Grammy, and she was nominated for 5 Grammys this year. But while she only won one of those nominations, she looked good doing it. She wore a gorgeous deep red ruffled dress, and I need her stylist ASAP. Beyoncé made history during the 2023 Grammys. She was nominated for 9 Grammys this year and walked away with 4. Her 4th win gave her a total of 32 Grammys for her career, making her the artist with the most Grammys ever. Her most notable win of the night was for the Dance Electric Album category, where she won with her album Renaissance, which was also nominated for Album of the Year.
Speaking of Beyoncé, Queen Bee is going on tour and people are searching every nook and cranny to get their tickets. Ticketmaster is trying to avoid a repeat of the Taylor Swift craziness, and I'd be worried too, especially because the Beehive likes to sting if you do wrong by them. I'd suggest to get your tickets, but I hope your bank account is full enough and you're prepared to go on a journey to secure your seats. Okay, since it's Valentine's season, many of you are preparing dates with your partners and some are planning that self-love date. Don't worry, I'm with you all. But you're gonna need some music. Never fear, because LTV crew member Lucas Alvin has the perfect love songs from around the world. And for those who are not cuffed this season and are going through a breakup, you're gonna need music as well. Thank goodness for LTV's Patrick O'Hara for what he believes to be the perfect breakup songs.
Ah, Valentine's Day. A time where love is in the air, and music is too. Today I'll be your tour guide as I share some love songs around the world. Let's jump right into it. Starting with America, we have Elvis Presley's Can't Help Falling in Love. Every time I listen to this classic, I can't help but catch myself get into the vocals and start to hum along. Next is Japan with Chocolate Disco by Perfume. In Japan, the tradition is that women gift men chocolate on Valentine's Day, and men return the favor a month later by gifting chocolate back on White Day. This electric pop song is all about the emotions that Japanese high schoolers go through during these gift exchanges and compares the classrooms to a disco. For the UK, we have I Want to Hold Your Hand by the Beatles. Nothing says love more than a good rock tune, and this song is no exception. Whether you're young or old, everyone can get behind this song. Next is Australia with Forever Ago by Woodlock. This unique song is about someone who misses their partner who is far away, which is a theme that I believe many people can relate to nowadays. For Germany, I decided to go a bit different with Für Elise by Ludwig van Beethoven. The title of this composition translates to For Elise. While music historians have debated who they believe Elise is, I will continue to sit back and enjoy listening to the passion that this work has to offer. For Nigeria, we have Fallen in Love by Chidinma. The title of the song is exactly what it is about as well. But there's nothing wrong with that because this feel-good tune is upbeat and the lyrics are really catchy. Next is India with Tum Hi Ho by Arjit Singh. This popular song was made popular after appearing in an Indian film. It's about someone expressing their love and how their partner is their everything and that they can't imagine living without them. For China, we have Tell Them I Love You by Hedgehog. Surprisingly, this rock song is entirely in English and is about someone who wants to tell their mom, dog, and even their breakfast about how much they love their partner. Next, we have France with Je ne vois valser by Zazie. French is regarded by many as the language of love, and I mean, it's hard to debate that after listening to this song. The song is about someone who believes that material things don't truly express love, and that love itself is a natural treasure. This song has a beautiful instrumental and amazing vocals. Our last song comes from Puerto Rico with El Amor by Tito El Bambino. This is a perfect song to finish with, as it's about how great love is and how it takes all different types of forms. Although, I have to admit, the lyrics to this song are definitely over the top cringy. I hope everyone enjoyed our little trip around the world and will check out these songs when they get the chance. Now, sending you back to the studio with Hannah and Eric.
Does it look like I am crying? Because I am. Not. Hello everyone, my name is Patrick, and if you're anything like me, you are probably alone this Valentine's Day being a single Pringle. So much fun, I know, right? Or perhaps you just got broken up with, but whatever the case may be, I'm here to curate your Sad Hours playlist because who doesn't love a good cry? Today, we are going to name some of the top 10 breakup songs as according to Billboard in 2022. Then, we will look at some of my personal favorite breakup songs that really bring out the waterworks. So get your tissues and your Spotify playlists ready because here comes the heartache. First up at number 10, we have Olivia Rodrigo's Driver's License. The song dropped in 2021 and reigned the Billboard Hot 100 charts for 8 weeks. The song is about a girl reminiscing on a relationship after being dumped. Honestly, she makes me not want to get my driver's license. Who knew it could be so emotional? Next up, we have Yesterday by the Beatles. Paul McCartney's 2-minute acoustic confession displays how quick emotions can change, as if emotions weren't already tricky enough to deal with. Adele's Someone Like You is next up with such a heart-wrenching ballad. How could this song not be on your playlist? There's really nothing else like it. Next, we have Amy Winehouse's Back to Black. The song is able to capture the essence of what it feels like to start at square one again after a fatal breakup. You Ought to Know by Alanis Morissette is next, showcasing the rage after a breakup and the effects it has on a person. I mean, the other person ought to know they ruined something special. I know that's right. Next up, we have the iconic I Have Nothing by Whitney Houston. The song is about fighting for something that has already ended. Trust me, I have been there. Jeff Buckley's Hallelujah is next up. With the song's heartbreaking lyrics, mournful vocals, and sulking guitar riffs, the song digs deep into the heart and almost rips it out, at least in my opinion, that is. As if things couldn't hurt more, Supercut by Lorde is next. This song absolutely destroys me every time I hear it. It's like watching a relationship start and end right before me. Such a great song for a good cry. Lorde really did what needed to be done. Next, we have Dancing on My Own by Robyn. This song makes you feel like you're watching your ex move on and be happy, as if you no longer exist, as if you're not right in front of them. What happened to the history? Lastly, we have the 10-minute version of All Too Well by Taylor Swift, which is also Taylor's version, and my personal favorite. The song really captures how devastating a heartbreak can feel, and how cruel it even feels as well. It even offers a more mature look back on the decade-dead relationship. It gives me chills every time I hear it, especially because there's a short film to accompany it. So if you haven't heard or seen it, what are you doing with yourself? Now it's time for my personal favorites and recommendations. Dancing with Your Ghost by Sasha Sloan always destroys my heart. I heard it live too. What an absolute religious experience it was, 10 out of 10. Such a great song to cry to, and one of my favorite sad songs ever made. Nothing moves me quite like it. Look-alike by Conan Gray has always stabbed me right in the heart, right where it hurts. I've been in this scenario the song details so it hurts even more. The album Nicole by Nicki details a high school heartbreak in full form. All the songs on this record are so articulately written, and it shocks me she wrote them all in high school. The song Oceans and Engines will never not break me, I swear. Anyways, I hope you shed a few tears like me this Valentine's Day if you're single or just got broken up with. And if you're taken, we don't like you. I'm sorry, I don't make the rules. But in all seriousness, happy Valentine's Day, everyone. It's okay to be alone sometimes. It will all be okay, I promise. Thank you for your time. Now let's head back to the studio with both Hannah and Eric.
Those breakup songs really just hit hard, you know. But what's sadder than a breakup? This next piece of news. Dr. Phil is ending. I know, tragic. After 21 seasons, the show is coming to an end. Personally, I just love Dr. Phil for the chaos that we've witnessed on his show, like my personal fave, Cash Me Outside, How About That? Anyways, critics are happy, fans are sad, and I'm actually fine with it.
Even though Dr. Phil is coming to a close, I think we've got plenty of movies to fill the Dr. Phil-sized hole in our hearts. If you love the hit romance film Ghost with Patrick Swayze, then get hyped because the remake may be here, this time with Channing Tatum. His production company, Free Association, has the rights to the film and are considering remaking the fantasy romance movie. Tatum states that he would definitely make some changes to the film as he feels that there are a lot of stereotypes that he doesn't think are appropriate.
There has been a rumor of a 9 to 5 sequel since 2019. Fans have been wondering if the film is in the works, if production has started, and who will be in it. While there has been little said about the sequel, at the premiere of 80 for Brady, Lily Tomlin and Jane Fonda revealed that they haven't gotten a script they're satisfied with, but hopefully more info will come out soon. And a few years ago, Netflix released a movie starring Adam Sandler and Jennifer Aniston. This movie was called Murder Mystery, and the sequel is coming out very soon. The sequel will take a look into the couple's new private agency as an investigation is underway after their friend was abducted at their own wedding. Very mysterious. But you'll have to wait to see what happens until March 31st when it's released on Netflix. While I love mystery, I am the rom-com watching queen, and this week's Backstage Asks is all about rom-com trivia. Let's see who loves them and who doesn't.
5, 6, 7, 8. Love is in the air. And Backstage Asks is back with a rom-com trivia.
What's your name?
I'm Jessica.
I'm Tanya Ellis.
Stephen G. and Ma.
Jahira.
Aiden Brent.
My name's Gwanza. I also go by G.
A young girl's love letters are sent to her crushes, and she ends up dating one of them.
I don't know what it's called. I've seen it.
To the guys or something I never, something.
To all the boys I've ever loved.
The Little Mermaid.
P.S. I love you. I think that's what it's called.
All the boys I've loved before.
Yeah, she got it.
A struggling jazz pianist and an aspiring actress, respectively, who meet and fall in love while pursuing their dreams in LA.
It kind of sounds like La La Land.
La La Land.
Soul.
I think that's in New York. Just don't know the name.
La La Land.
La La Land?
Yeah, you got it. She's trying to get him to dump her, and he's trying to prove to his best friends that he can get her to fall in love all in just a little over a week.
How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days?
Oh my god.
Crazy Stupid Love. How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days.
Isn't that the girl from Jane the Virgin was there?
How to Lose a Guy in a Week?
How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days?
Yes, nice. It's about you, you're so
A rich man in legal business is on a trip in LA where he needs an escort for events. He then hires a spunky prostitute to be his date for the events, and they end up falling in love. Big mistake? Huge?
No, it's Pretty Woman.
Is it a 365 days?
Pretty Woman.
Pretty Woman.
Oh, yeah.
Pretty Woman.
Pretty Woman.
A woman suffering from short-term memory loss after a car wreck is pursued by a marine veterinarian in Hawaii as he endeavors to win her heart over every day.
The fire, no, the vow.
Is it 50 First Dates?
51st Dates.
51st Dates.
Memory Loss, Marine, Finding Dory.
51st Date.
Yes, you got all of them.
With that, we're gonna head back to the studio for more Valentine's Day content.
If you're not feeling rom-coms and TV is more your jam, then how about I recommend 4 TV shows to watch with your boo? These shows have romance at the forefront of their plots. In no particular order, first up is the Netflix show Heartstopper, a show about two boys who fall for one another in high school, but due to the pressures of society, keep their dating a secret. Rather than stopping your heart, it may warm your heart. So my next recommendation is Girlfriends. This show follows a group of 4 women who are trying to wade their way through relationships and support one another as they try to figure out what they want and who they want. Men may come and go, but maybe friends are actually your soulmates. If you're in the need for something real, or well, sort of real, check out Love Island, the show where a group of strangers find themselves on a resort-like island where they try to find their true love. Catch is, they are going to be trading partners and adding and removing new people to the island regularly. If you love a good sing-along show, check out Crazy Ex-Girlfriend. Give it a chance. Rebecca is a lawyer who's recently been broken up with, and rather than throwing in the towel, she expresses herself through song. You'll definitely be singing these comedic songs with your partner in no time.
Are you wondering what to get your Valentine this year? Luckily, crew member Daniel Samuels has some ideas for you that could impress your boo.
Hey, Philly and beyond. Tango Singles here. With Valentine's Day around the corner, you're probably wondering, what can you give as a Valentine's Day gift? I have a few ideas worth trying. The best part, not that much money needs to be spent. Some of these ideas you can even try at home. And the first one is to just create a little Valentine's Day card. You can even make it from paper you find in your own house. Idea number 2 is to spend the night with the one you call your secret Valentine. Some can say watching a movie can pass the time, or even listening to some tunes. More on that in a bit. On the other hand, not all things Valentine's Day have to be indoors, which brings me to idea number 3, going for a bit of exercise with your secret Valentine, even if it's just for a little jog. That idea can not only be cool for him or her, but healthy for you as well. Not into walking? Try a bowling alley or even a dance club full of music. They even have some for college students. Speaking of music, for idea number 4, you can also create a playlist of some songs for the receiver of your gift to listen to. While some say slow jams should be the best choice, it's completely up to you. Some here backstage has been coming up with ideas for playlists for quite a while. Idea number 5 is something I did for Valentine's Day back in 2022. And that's go to a local store and buy a bag full of snacks. Whether it's cookies or pretzel, it's for your Valentine. Speaking of different treats, idea number 6, the last one. Spaghetti is a good option. You can mix any kind of meat of your choice. For drinks, strawberry juice or pink lemonade is my recommendation. And that's because pink and red are the official colors for Valentine's Day. And man, those treats will sure be delicious. And there you have it, my ideas for Valentine's Day gifts. Maybe I'll end up using one of them myself. Who knows? Until then, Eric, since it's now back to you and Hannah in the studio, what Valentine's Day gift are you thinking of giving her?
The gift of friendship is ideal. Now that you've got the perfect gift for your partner, you may need an activity to do together. Grab your controllers, because Hannah and I chose our favorite multiplayer games.
The game I chose is quite literally a team effort. Overcooked is a game where you have to work together to prepare, cook, and serve different foods and recipes. It's a chaotic game that could either prove you and your partner are a good team, or it could break your relationship.
Snipperclips is one of the best multiplayer puzzle games. You play as a creature capable of changing their shape via snips and cuts to fit different puzzles. You have to work together with the other players to fit into different spaces or transport certain objects. Think you have the perfect relationship? Put it to the test.
One celebrity has just announced that they will be releasing a memoir in early November. Known for her powerful voice and acting, Barbra Streisand has announced the long-awaited memoir titled My Name is Barbara. The novel will share struggles she experienced in her career. When I can find the time, I really enjoy reading, and I cannot wait for Barb's memoir to come out. And now I think it's time to transition to our new obsessions. Mine this week isn't really new, but it is something I love. My favorite book is called The Nightingale by Kristen Hanna. It's a historical fiction novel set during World War II and follows the journeys of two sisters as they navigate their way through the war. There's action, romance, tragedy, and a bit of humor too. What's really cool is that the book is being made into a movie with Dakota and Elle Fanning playing the two sisters, Isabel and Vianne. This movie has been in pre-production for like ever, but let's keep our fingers crossed for a production update soon.
My obsession this week has been the 2001 animated show Totally Spies. I was on YouTube a few weeks ago and found out that most, if not all, the episodes were available. I loved the show when I was younger, and it's super nostalgic. The show is about three friends, Sam, Clover, and Alex, who are all, well, totally spies. They're your typical early 2000s Miami girls who just so happen to have the task of keeping the world safe. They can be a little ditzy at times, but can also be innovative super spies. Their friendship is super cute, and it's been comforting to watch this show. Check it out on YouTube when you need to brighten your day. It's totally tubular. So, did you watch the show when you were younger?
I did, and I loved that show. I wanted to be a spy when I was little, and then I couldn't do like a cartwheel, so I was like, I can never be a spy.
Cartwheel equals spy, yeah. I mean, did you have like a favorite character on that show?
Sam, right? That's the redhead.
Yeah,
I
she's
loved
like
her.
the leader. I could see that. You're very.
It's like it gives Powerpuff Girls to me.
It does,
because
yeah,
it's
yeah.
like the same thing.
It's
They have
basically
they have to make
save the
sure-
world. Yeah, it's the same thing.
They have to make sure they have one person of like with every single hair color. You have the redhead, the blonde, and the
yeah.
brunette.
That is. Oh, I never noticed that. And they kind of
And like the
match
leader's
up
always
with
the
each other.
redhead.
Redheads rule the world.
That
I
they
mean,
do.
And then what is about like that book? I can't. What was it about?
Okay, so it's a historical novel. It's a historical fiction novel, I
I'm
should
already
say.
tuned out.
No, it's really good. It's about two sisters and their different journeys during like World War II.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just really excited for the movie though because Dakota and Elle Fanning are playing the sisters.
I guess that's kind of cool. I'm just not like a big like history person, so like.
Well, it's not about the history. It's not like a textbook. It's like they're going through different things, and then it's like the scene, right? But their stories are different.
Whatever. I can't believe it's the end of our show. I wonder what our viewers thought about our stories, thoughts, and opinions about all the content we covered. I wish there was a place they could connect with us.
Luckily, you can through social media. Get your phone out and follow us on these various platforms seen on your screen. Drop us a follow, leave a comment, and let us know if you have any suggestions. Have a very happy Valentine's Day. I'm Hannah Belkowski.
Go Birds. And I'm Eric Valenti. We'll see you next time on Backstage Pass.